and today I'm going to talk about the film Raising Arizona from 1987. Raising Arizona is a screwball comedy written and directed by none other than the Coen brothers, the finest American brothers working right now. And it is a screwball comedy about an ex-con and a cop falling in love and wanting to have a child. It stars Nicolas Cage, Holly Hunter, John Goodman, just to name a few of the big names in this film. And it is amazing. It is a great screwball comedy, and it is so funny, and I love it. And let me tell you why. The film...
Don't forget his profile, Ed.
Turn to the right.
A day I'll never forget.
Turn to the right.
Kind name is Ed for a pretty thing like you.
Opens with Hyde have his mugshot taken by Ed, whose real name is Edwina, so he's like, what a pretty name for a girl. Anyway, so Hyde is talking about prison life, because he's going to prison a bunch of times, because he is a repeat offender.
Repeat offender.
Whatever. And he finds out that Ed's fiance left her, so once he's free, he proposes.
Her on my knees, Ed. Free man proposing. That occurred.
Now, a lot of you are saying, Ramiro, isn't one of the greatest things about filmmaking show, don't tell? But yes, this movie is showing and telling at the same time with amazing narration and stage sight gags, so the Crow brothers know what they're doing. So, Ed and Hy get married, and they have the salad days, the happy days.
That was beautiful.
Now here's the thing, Nicolas Cage is an amazing performance, although he says the Coen brothers are very stuck to their scripts. Even William H. Macy, who played Jerry and Fargo, says everything there is from the script. All his pauses and stutters that he does in the movie or in the script. So Nicolas Cage, while you enjoy working with him, there is some turbulence because they never took any of his suggestions. So they're so happy, and they want to have a kid. One problem, though, Ed can't have kids, and they can't adopt because of Hyde's criminal record. So when they hear that Nathan, Arizona, has too many kids than they can handle,
Now y'all without sin.
then they decide to steal the kid.
With the benefit of hindsight, maybe it wasn't such a hot idea. But at the time, Ed's little plan seemed like the solution to all our problems.
Now this is crazy. The movie's been going on for 10 minutes now, and it's already going to credits, and it feels so quickly. Now we have a funny scene that is so well shot.
Come here.
Of Hyde trying to get the kid, and I just love the cinematography in this film, who was done by none other than Barry Sonnenfeld, who is a much better DP than director. So they take the kid, they bring him to their trailer home that Ed's parents gave him, and they show him around the house. That's kind of funny.
2 hours a day maximum, either educational or football, so as you don't ruin your appreciation of the finer things.
And unknowns to them, Hyde's jail buddies, Gil and Evel, they escape prison. In a very Shawshank Redemption way. So I think Shawshank Redemption ripped off this movie. I don't know. Maybe Stephen King's a big Raising Arizona fan. If you know, wasn't a big Raising Arizona fan, this is actually Edgar Rice and Simon Pegg's favorite movie. So they're taking care of the kid. Oh, there's a funny gag.
Oh, no.
Where's it the Bobby running?
They're taking care of the kid. Evel and Gil arrive, and they explain that. Well, let's say John Goodman say it.
Devil here is trying to say is that we felt the institution no longer had anything to offer us.
Exactly. They escape from jail. Holly Hunter isn't happy, so she says they gotta go. But Hyde's convinced her to let him stay. And now comes one of my favorite movies when Hyde is having a dream of a mountain, of a biker of the apocalypse.
A lone biker of the apocalypse.
Who is the fury of Florence, Arizona, when she finds out that Nathan is gone. This amazing shot. Did I mention that Sam Raimi and the Coen brothers were friends? So that's probably how they did that. And also, the Coen brothers gave Sam Raimi advice of how to shoot in the snow when he shot A Simple Plan, which I'll get to reviewing someday. And yeah, so Hyde has to tell his friends to leave in a while because they have some decent friends over, who are played by Frances McDormand as the wife.
Where's that baby? Where's he at?
You'll find him, honey.
Cut it out, Glenn.
Glenn, his foreman, who is very racist against Paul.
How come it takes 3 Polacks to screw up a light bulb?
I don't know, Glenn.
Because they're so darn stupid. That reminds me. You hear about the person of the Polish persuasion?
Polacks. Anyway, so Hyde is telling Glenn that he has some problems. And I love Cage's performance in this scene where he feels like something's suffocating him and he sounds like being suffocated. So
Kids, family life,
Glenn decides to swap wives, which Nicolas Cage as Hyde doesn't take very well.
What they call nowadays open marriage? I'm talking about...
Anyway, so now Hyde has lost his job. So what does he do? He goes back to robbing a convenience store.
I've been taking these Huggies and whatever cash you got.
Which he has stopped doing after he married Ed. And we get an amazing chase scene. The cops are after him. Now a dog's after him. Now dogs are after him. And now he gets a ride from a man whose kid stopped screaming. They go to another supermarket. The dogs are after a woman. And he finally gets the Pampers, or the, Huggies that he needed. Which is amazing. This is an amazing scene of screwball comedy. Masterfully done. So, they have to find out how to do this stuff. So actually, the biker of the apocalypse is actually tracking down the baby. This is a cool reference to Dr. Strangelove. And he offers to get the baby for Nathan, Arizona, but he refuses to pay, so he's going to decide to sell it to the black market.
I know it'll pay a lot more than $25,000 for a healthy baby.
So, Gail and Lua try to get Hyde to do a bank heist, which he kind of really agrees to, but before they can go, Glenn comes back to say that he knows they stole Arizona's kid.
Ain't Hyde Jr. His name ain't Ed Jr., but it's Junior, all right? It's Nathan Jr.
So he's gonna, instead of calling to the cops, he's gonna make them give him the baby so Dot can have it. So it'll be Glenn Jr.
I'll be around tomorrow to pick him up.
So the two criminals hear that and take the baby for themselves and leave him while robbing the bank. This is a funny scene.
Well, which is it, young feller? You want ice that freeze or get down on the ground? Mean to say, if I freeze, I can't rightly drop.
And then Smalls grabs the baby, and there's a big fight scene between Ed,
I want that baby.
High, and Smalls. Then we find out Smalls and High have the same tattoo, which is kind of a double thing where this is what Hyde could have been if he was purely evil. But High gets the upper hand, undoes one of the grenades, and Smalls blows up in spectacular fashion. So, feeling sorry, they turn the baby back, and Nathan, Arizona asks them why did they do it, and they say they can't have any of their own.
We can't have one of our own.
Which Nathan, Arizona says, you gotta keep trying. They also reveal that they're gonna split up, which Nathan, Arizona says, that's a stupid thing. And that he would be so distraught if his wife left him.
Sure hate to think of Florence leaving me. I do love her so.
So he tells them he's not going to call the cops. He's so thankful that they brought back the kid. He also tells him this. Then Hyde has another dream, not of the biker, but of the future, where Gail and Elva go back to jail because they're not ready for the world. Nathan Jr. gets a gift from them, a lovely couple, remaining anonymous, and he grows up to be a football star, and they're proud of him, and they hope they can remember that they broadened his horizons. Then he has one final dream of what we assume to be him and Ed being visited by his children and grandchildren.
Where all parents are strong and wise and capable.
And somewhere not far away. And that was Raising Arizona, a film that is so screwball, so funny, so energetic, great performances, great writing, great camera work. The Coen brothers, this is their second film and it's so great. I mean, I wish I could make movies like these guys, and I will one day. I'm starting out simple, doing simple shots, good composition, editing, all that shit. Now I'm gonna make a movie soon again, and it'll be my second feature. I hope it's as good as this. So yeah, Raising Arizona is a great movie. I suggest everybody check it out. Anyway, remember, if you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe if you like to. Honest Critic, out.